In this video, I will show you how to create an online course using LearnWorlds, and I will give you my honest and complete review of this platform and my overall recommendation. And by the way, if you want to try this product for free, you can find a link to the free trial page in the description of this video. Right now, let me show you how it looks like to create a course using LearnWorlds. And obviously, we're not going to get through all the details and features here because there are so many bells and whistles so that it would take like 2 hours to go through them all. So I will just show you how to create a course here. So first you need to log in, and then it's time to give your school a name. So remember, this is not the name of your course, but this is the name of your school. So for instance, let's do Arturis School. And it will then assign me automatically this domain called arturisschool.learnworlds.com, and then we can click on continue. Then it will prepare the school for us. Then you can choose a school template. I'd like to use something that is very minimalistic and basic, so let's click on this one. Then it will ask you your experience and what's your main objective. Let's do, for example, selling courses to individuals. Let's do I'm just getting started, and I'm a, let's say, small business owner. And for my case, let's do just me, and then what area or what topic. Let's do technology and innovation, and let's click on finish, and now we're all set. So as I said, this is a more comprehensive platform that with all the bells and whistles and all these key features, but as you can see, you can obviously create a course as an individual here as well. And now it gives me an option to have a call with somebody, but because this is a video where I'm demonstrating to you, I don't need this right now. So we're all set, and let's start exploring. And by the way, once you have signed up, you will activate this 30-day free trial. So now it is activated for me, and now I can start messing around here. So once you land into your dashboard, you can click on Create Course here at the left top corner. And now it is time to give a name for your course. So let's do, for example, AI 101. Let's do Learn the Basics. And let's call it the #1 AI introductory course you need. And you can obviously upload a cover image here as well. We're going to use this one that I generated using AI. If you run a course, perhaps don't do it that way, but I'm just doing this to save time. Then just insert the image, and there we go. So now we already have the name, the headline or the tagline, and then we have a cover image. And let's click on continue. Then let's customize the URL. So this doesn't look that great to me. So let's do something like AI course, because it's after all our school, and this can be the name. So then it will look like our website .learnworld.com/course/AI course. And because it already says the name course actually here in the path, let's just do AI 101, and then let's click on continue. And here you can select the course access. Right now, I think that this actually makes the access level to what you set it here. So for example, if you want it to be a free course and you click free here and click on finish, it will actually publish the course already, even though it's just a draft. So you have to click on draft here if you just want to edit the course. You don't want to put it out there just yet. So just don't get confused by this. So click on draft if you don't have it finished yet, which is something you probably don't because you just started here. And now we can start to create content to the course. And as you can see, we have a bunch of options. So we can start building from scratch. We can use AI. We can upload some files if we already have. And then we can import and sync also from other, for example, schools if you have their course hosting platforms. I would recommend using the start building from scratch option simply because the AI option is something that will just generate you those generic templates and text, and it is not the point in my opinion, but because all these platforms have to keep up with the AI, there has to be this feature. And then obviously if you have some files, feel free to drop those in, and if you have a course elsewhere, then obviously feel free to sync it up with LearnWorlds. But let's click on start building from scratch. And this one allows you to create your first section for your course. So for example, let's call it Introduction to AI. And then we can do something like Welcome to the AI course. In this section, So I've typed in something like, welcome to the AI course. In this section, I will teach you why this course matters, what you learn, and stuff like that. And then we can also set the access level here. So once again, if you're not ready to put it out, if you don't want it to be alive, just click on draft and then click on save. And now we have our first section, but now it lacks content. So then we can start adding stuff here. So first let's click on add section. And now to add content to this section, click on add activity. And as you can see, we have a boatload of options here. So we can do multimedia, for example, the video, which is probably the most useful and the most common option out there. We can do PDFs, SCORMs, presentations, audio, YouTube, SoundCloud. We can do live sessions, ebooks, exams, self-assessment, forms, certificates, social, embeds, and here you can already see why I called it an all-in-one platform. So if you consider the content that you can add, for example, on Udemy or on Thinkific, it is like 1/10 of what you have here. But now let's start with this video. So let's add video, let's add introduction, then let's click on save. And then what we're gonna do is we can upload a video. And this one is a bit of a confusing part for me at least. So it doesn't allow you to directly upload a video, but you need to click on this no video you uploaded yet, would you like to add one, and then click on the add one, and then you can drag and drop a video into this view. And by the way, one tip I can give you is that if you want to upload videos faster here in LearnWorlds, I recommend using a tool like Handbrake to compress the video. So this one allows you to upload and process like 2 to 3 times faster, which can be a significant time saver if you don't want to wait for like a week for these videos to process. And after I've processed the video with the compressor, now it's going to upload faster, and also it's going to process faster here. And now after the upload process has finished, or that has been completed, then it's going to encode the video, which will take 5 to 15 minutes, for example, in my case, because it is going to process the video to maximize the quality while compressing it as well. And now one thing you might want to do is if you see that, okay, the order of these sessions or these activities, or for example, these sections is not right, you can click on these arrow buttons to change this around. So now you can see that the second section is actually the first one. But let's click it back because the order was indeed right in our case. Then what you can also do is you can preview this course as a student. So for example, here we can go to the left top corner where it says preview course page or preview course player. So we can do the course page first. And this shows me the school page. And here is the AI 101 Learn the Basics, the introductory course that I just created. And then we can also preview the course player. So this is what it looks like for a student. So if your student signs up and enrolls, they are going to see a view like this. So here's the progress bar at the top left corner. You have the learners, you have the discussions form, so you can say hi here. And then obviously you can take a look at the learning path. So here we have the introduction to AI section, then the what is AI section. And here you can control, so you can go to the previous session and then you can go to the next session as well. You can always change the speed of the video, so this is handy for your students, especially if you're not talking that fast and they want to save some time. They can 1.5x the speed. So this is pretty handy, so this way you're always able to check what it looks like for your students. And just for the heck of it, let's actually try what happens if we create a section with AI. So let's click here. And let's just choose the number of sections to be 2, the learning activities to be 5 in each section, and then some topics, and let's click on generate. Okay, so actually right now it's refusing to generate the content. I have no idea why this is, but then when I'm trying to close it, it says that the AI generated content will be lost. Well, let's close it for now. And that's actually something worth mentioning. So I have seen that in LearnWorlds, the user interface and the user experience a bit of a clunky one. When I, for example, try to create content with AI, it refuses to do so. When I try to add the video lesson, it refuses to play the video, and there are no warnings anywhere. So you don't really know what's going on. So for example, here, I don't know if I should fill all this in or if these types of learning activities are wrong, or if I should add this one as well. So there are no like good guidelines on what to do, and you can easily get lost. So just as an example, when I was trying to upload the first video here, it went to the video library page and there was no way back to this page. So I actually had to navigate to this page from scratch basically, and I didn't have any clue where this could be found. So I thought that I lost all the things that I had already done here. And now if I try another video, you can actually see that, let's do video, let's do save and edit. You can actually see that it does no longer allow me to upload these videos. So I have to upload those to the library separately, and there is no link to that library either, or at least not that I can see. And this is a bit of a clunky user experience. So you have to go to all these different places, and you have to remember stuff, and you have to rely on your instincts in some of these issues because there are no warnings or guidelines. So that's one of the biggest problems I have with LearnWorlds. So it definitely takes some time for you to learn how to use this. But that being said, that is not a big issue because I think that if you use this for an hour or two, you are already aware of most of the important stuff. And also because of all these features and everything else here, this makes it a really good platform, and it would be very hard to make this one with this many features to be consistent across the board. So I accept the fact that it's a bit of a tricky one to use. So no worries there. But that's just something worth mentioning. So this is why I usually recommend Thinkific for beginners, because it's much easier to use. Then once you're happy with your course content and once you have previewed the course and whatnot, you can go to the course page layout section, and here you can edit the course page layout. And once again, because this is LearnWorlds, you can customize quite literally everything. Once again, I'm not going to go into details here. So what I recommend doing is just start to experiment with things. So you open up this page editor and you can click on this element. You can change the text here. You can do all these different elements. You can resize these images. You can drag them around. You can replace it. You can add these different sections here. You have all the features here on the left-hand side that you can add to this page. These are pre-built with templates to make it look professional. Then you have all these like actions such as like animations, layouts, colors, padding, margin, everything. You can customize absolutely everything. So it's actually funny that this is quite literally a website builder. So this is a proper full-on website creation tool at the same time. Once you've made some changes, you can preview this one as well. And this is what the landing page would look like. And here is, for example, the course that I just created. And now we've only considered the course outline and the course landing page layout. And then we can go to these general settings. You can change the things around that you initially thought were a good idea for your course name and title. You can change the access level here. So once you're ready to go live with your course, you can actually click on, for example, paid and set the price. And then you can do, let's say, 200 euros, for example. You can offer a discount. So for example, let's do 150. So here it will say enroll now, striking through the original price and giving it like $150. And by the way, this is something you can't do easily on Thinkific. So I love that feature here. So it allows you to do this strike through thing, which creates this kind of a scarcity offer feeling. And this creates some engagement. So now that we have this discount, it will instantly give a sensation that this might be something that is going out soon. So they might actually buy your course more easily when you have this strike through thing here. And now, for example, if I hit save here, our course is now actually live. And here we see the change that I just made. Then you can track the user progress. So you get all these statistics on your video progress, one-on-one sessions, audio, certificate, and whatnot. So you can track people in your courses. Then you have the course player options. You can do, for example, I like the classic one a bit more than the colored minimal. I think this looks better, so we can save that one as well. And always when you do these changes, you can do the preview, for example, preview course player. And now you see that the colors are quite a bit different than the last time when I previewed this course. Then you can do the video library. So here you can upload your videos. So instead of uploading them directly to those lessons that you create or to those activities, you upload the videos here by dragging and dropping them around. Then you can do some automations. And these are pretty cool. So if you have a bunch of students, you can just automate these actions here instead of doing them manually for hundreds of people. So just as an example, if a user hasn't accessed the course for example, 30 days, send a reminder email to the user. So these kind of actions. So you can remind your people to take action or something related to completing the course enrollment and stuff like that. So this is pretty handy as well. Then you have the insights, and there's the dashboard that allows you to see the course revenue, total time spent on the course, the number of users, new users, stuff like that. You get all these cool little metrics about the exams, sales, certifications, and stuff like that. You can go to the course insights page to see how many people have enrolled and how many have completed. You can do AI course insights, activity matrix, users. You can control the people that you have over here. You can filter users based on a specific condition. So for example, we can do number of comments, number of certificates, enrolled students, and whatnot. And remember, now I just showed you the course features. If we go back to the main page, this course or this online school platform that I just created, then we have even more features. So we have the mobile application, we have the reports, we have the marketing tools, for example, email, sales funnels, and stuff like that. We have communication. So this also has like a proper built-in Slack in it, basically. Then we can do users, create a website, and then we have this course manager here. And this shows you one of the reasons I recommend this for teams, because everything happens in one place. So you can do communications, you can do marketing, you can do everything here in one place. And if you just start a basic beginner course and you are a first-time creator and you're working alone, there are so many features that you are simply not going to use, but that you're still paying for. So that's why, as a beginner, if you're just a solo creator looking to sell some courses here and there and build some audience while doing that, then I'd highly recommend you starting on Thinkific or Udemy. But if you have a team or if you're planning to build one very soon, and if you actually know that you need all these features, then I would highly suggest you signing up to LearnWorlds. So you can invite your team here and they can all do the work here in the same place at the same time. But yeah, this is what it feels like to use LearnWorlds. So you can do everything here, and I have just scratched the surface. So if I showed all these features here, it would literally take like 12 hours for me to do. And now let me give you my complete and honest review of LearnWorlds. So I will start with the pros and then we'll move on to the cons. As I showed before, it is a very comprehensive all-in-one platform where you can basically invite your whole team and everybody has something to do because of all the marketing features, all the funnels, affiliate marketing stuff, course creation features, community features, one-on-one sessions, and whatnot. Then you also have the built-in website builder. I really love this because it's such a powerful one that it actually is a full-on website creation platform. So ironically enough, even if you didn't build a course, you could still build a good, nice-looking website using this platform, which is quite funny and quite incredible at the same time. Then of course you have the advanced engagement features. So as I showed you, you do not only get to see all the statistics on what your students are doing and how they're progressing, but you can also manage your students and you can have the community stuff. You can do all these meetings, live sessions, webinars. You can do exams and stuff like that. So basically anything you can imagine you'd like to do on a platform like this is possible on LearnWorlds. Then you have the integrated marketing tools, so you don't need to move on to another platform to do marketing because those integrate with LearnWorlds as well. You have multiple monetization options too. And then last but not least, you also have the mobile app support. So it's not something you have to use on a desktop. Your students can also enroll your courses through the mobile application. So this is really cool as well. But then let's move on to the cons of this platform. So first and foremost, this is a bit more expensive, for example, than Thinkific, which is my #1 recommendation platform for basic online course building use. And then you have a steep learning curve because of all the features and all the bells and whistles that the platform offers compared to those simpler ones. And then there is no free plan, so there's just a free 30-day trial. And this is something that is a bit of a miss in my opinion, because other platforms tend to offer a completely free plan that does not expire. And then when I used this tool, I saw that there were lots of confusions with the user experience, or UX for short. So as I said, I got lost when I was trying to upload a video. I did not get any warnings or alerts when I tried to create a course with AI and it didn't work. And there are lots of confusions and UX issues like that, although they are not big and you get to learn how to use those features very easily still, it is still something worth mentioning, because I think this is much harder to use than, for example, Thinkific, which is my go-to platform. And then last but not least, this is actually the biggest issue, and this is not even related to the platform, so there's nothing they could do to make it better, but it is the fact that you need to build an audience if you want to make sales. So you have to build, for example, a YouTube channel or a chat or whatever, where you have thousands or tens of thousands, preferably even hundreds of thousands of views or visitors before you start to make any sales. So that is your responsibility. The fact that you publish a course on LearnWorlds does not mean you're going to get any students whatsoever. In fact, if you only go out there and publish a course, you will never get any students. So you have to utilize the marketing features, and you have to utilize your audience and your audience building skills to bring traffic to your landing pages so that they actually convert to paying students. So if you asked me whether I would recommend LearnWorlds to you or not, it entirely depends on your use case, and here's how I see it. If you have a beginner level experience in course creation, that is, if you're just looking to get started, if you have never created courses, and if you're working alone, I would not choose LearnWorlds. Instead, I would go with something like Thinkific, which I have made a separate video about. And also, if you don't want to build an audience and if you don't want to do marketing, I would step down even further and go with a platform like Udemy that does the marketing for you, and all you need to do is create a course. But of course, your earnings are heavily limited on a platform like Udemy, unlike on LearnWorlds or Thinkific. But then if you have a team working for you, or if you need a lot of customization and advanced features, and if you want everything to happen in one place, and if you want to go big with your course business, then I would definitely choose LearnWorlds because of all the bells and whistles and all the customization features and support features, community features, and whatnot. So everything happens in one place. You can just sign up and invite your team on board, and there you go. But in short, if you're a beginner, choose either Thinkific or Udemy. But if you're a more advanced user, then choose LearnWorlds. And especially if you have a team, choose LearnWorlds.